All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I've got a very special guest for you. Four-star running back Donovan Edwards out of Michigan up there, number 3 ranked running back in the entire country, choosing between some pretty big schools. Obviously going to be picking between both Michigan schools and maybe the Georgia Bulldogs and some other schools as well, including Alabama. So we're going to bring him on, talk about his film session, and just kind of get, an update on where he's at in his lifetime. Let's bring him on right now. Donovan Edwards, my man. Donovan, how are we doing tonight?
I'm all good, my man. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. I mean, the only thing I can complain about, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a hair guy. I love my hair. If I can go to the barber once a week, I swear to God I would. But, with this social distancing stuff, I've now turned into a hat guy. This is the only hat I own. I don't have any hats. I happened to coach for this team a couple years back, so it's the only hat I got. That's the only thing I can complain about. But how are you, man? How are you adjusting to this new life of social distancing? How are you getting your workouts in and all that kind of stuff, my man?
It is crazy times right now. Like, I'm just doing what I got to do so far right now.
So just staying, getting your workouts and stuff like that. I'm sure playing a lot of video games. You're a video game guy?
Yes, sir, most definitely. I was just playing Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. Warzone? What are we playing on Call of Duty?
I was just playing Black Ops 4.
Oh, I got you. So, you're obviously missing the game right now. I know it's off season for you, but typically you'd be going out to camps and taking visits and hanging out with your teammates. How are you adjusting to just missing the game? How bad are you missing just the camaraderie of the game of football, my man?
Man, a whole bunch, man. Like all my life, it's like a repeated cycle. Like, football season over with. It's like I'm on to the grind, and like right now we get like it's like really like we trying to get back into the season. So like it's just like a bump in the road for us right now.
Yeah, man, a lot of those relationships are really built in that weight room during that off season, right? Those 6 a.m. lifts. There's a reason coaches do mat drills. That kind of stuff builds that team atmosphere. Kirby Smart kind of mentioned yesterday in an interview with Paul Feinbaum that this recruiting, this dead period, this coaches not being able to have, students on campus and players and all that has kind of directed their attention to pretty much blowing recruits' phones up. So has your phone been going crazy, first of all? And it was going crazy probably before all this, but now they're almost solely focused on getting you guys' attention. What's it been like?
Man, it's really been hectic a little bit for real, but, it's truly a blessing, though, for sure.
I got you. He also mentioned that like this idea of these coaches just getting after you guys all the time, blowing your phones up, 10, 15 phone calls a day. It might lead some of you guys to commit early and just kind of shut all that stuff down and focus on what you got to focus on. Do you see that possibly happening in, in recruitment such as yourself?
No, not for real. It's mainly like I'm not gonna get pressured into anything, that I'm not comfortable doing myself. So that's not really an issue for me.
You're just going to wait it out and play it out and stay on the normal timeline that you were. That's probably a good decision there from you, Donovan. All right, last question I got for you before we get into the film. What are some of the schools that are recruiting you the hardest? I know Michigan and Michigan State and Georgia, as we mentioned, but who are some of the schools that are really, showing some love for Donovan Edwards?
I got to go with Penn State, Alabama, Florida State, USC, Texas. It's just a lot of schools.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of, right? You're number 3 running back in the country, so it's probably a whole list of them. Let's get right into it, Donovan. Let's patch the film in right here. All right, so obviously, when I flip on the tape of the number 3 running back in the country, I expect to see some crazy stuff, right? I expect to see 60-yard touchdowns like we're about to see right now. But what I also expect to see, Don, is, if I can call you that, is this absolutely loaded box that you see all the time, right? The only guy playing center field safety is the damn referee back here. So they are stacking this box to stop you and you alone. You're back there in the running back set. What is it like when you walk up to the line of scrimmage, first, second, third down, whatever it is, and you see 9 guys in the box within 5 yards? What's that feeling like?
Man, it's just like I got to do what I got to do to, keep the drive alive. So, like, it really don't matter. It's just the defense got to do what they got to do either way it goes. So that means that I got to do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And you also know, right, if there's 9 guys in the box, you're probably going to have to make one miss or run over one to get into the open field, which is exactly what you do right here. Let's take a look at it. Donovan's going to be running inside zone right here, it looks like, out of the shotgun formation. There he is right there. and you'll see him, boom, he gets hit immediately. Contact balance is incredible. That's the first thing I noticed about your film, Donovan. We know you can run, right? We know you got jets. But the most impressive thing to me about this play is the arm tackle you run through right there. What is it? How do you get about, how do you go about getting great contact balance like you have?
It's just something that we really practice on during practices, with the running backs, and with us, if you get arm tackle, you might as well just be a little girl for real. Like, you got to run through it. So that's how I really think about it as.
And the other thing I always see you do, Donovan, I'm sure we'll see it on some more tapes, you're a big high stepper, right? Once you get contact on your legs, you're driving those knees up, trying to get those guys off you and throw power. Is that something you're taught, or is that something you've always naturally done?
Really naturally done, but
Yeah.
mostly a lot now I've been practicing that. So
I got you. All right, so here you're playing quarterback. That's what we're going to see on this film. You're going to be all over the field, playing a little bit of wildcat right here. Well, it's actually kind of are you playing traditional quarterback? Do you have throwing options, Donovan?
actually, we started like in that game particularly. That was a playoff game, so like our quarterback was actually hurt the game before that. So like he wasn't able to like really run because like the quarterback we had, CJ Harris, he was a dynamic quarterback. He could really do it all, pass, run, do it, all that. So he was hurt off of a quad injury, so they just put me at quarterback. So
all right, so you probably haven't done the reading of the read option portion of this play very much, have you?
Yeah, I have. My coach actually just told me to pull it.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering because look, it's a dead give read, right? Watch these two linebackers, dead give read, right? They come outside, but coach tells you to keep it anyways. Boom, we got 2-on-1 right now, Donovan. This should be shut down. It's 3rd and 1. No way this should be a first down. Well, it's a lot more than a first down. You stick your foot in the ground, give a fist on or a stiff arm, and then reverse field, and it's nothing but magic after this, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's going through your mind? Like I've never been athletic period, but athletic enough to reverse field like this. When you get to this moment right here, what is your thought process? Do you know you've got that edge? Is that why you attacked it, or are you just bailing because you know your front side's collapsed?
Yeah, actually, because I seen the other defender, close like to my man's right. I actually seen this was like I'm not about to throw this dude off of me and then go to his side, so I just reversed it. And it's like I'm always taught not to reverse the field. So like the thing that was going on through my head was like I have to score.
I gotta get in. Coach gonna be heated if I don't get in this end zone. All right, man. You did end up scoring right there, shucked off a defender, and then you know what? I'm cool with this, right? I don't normally tell people to leave celebrations on the highlight tape, but man, guess what? If you can stunt, you can stunt. If you're the number 3 running back in the country, we can do a little bit of stuff like that, and we'll show some more of a little bit of some of your post game, post touchdown celebrations here in a minute. First thing that I noticed about this field, what the heck is this purple stuff, Donovan? They do this up in Michigan, huh?
Yeah, it's actually blue. It kind of looks purple. It's actually blue field.
Oh, they think they Boise, huh? All right, so let's see what we got going on here with this play. I never know where you're lined up until you put a cursor on you. Okay, we're just running straight inside zone right here. All right, these open field cuts, man. One thing I noticed about you, Don, and really good backs too, while you're cutting, I mean, everyone's got good jump cuts, right? But when you're doing this single leg body shift and getting those safeties to kind of do this and get back on their back heels, you don't slow down. Folks, watch the audience right here. This guy never slows down. He's moving back and forth, getting these guys on their heels, and he's never slowing down. That's why guys can't catch him. Look, this corner on this backside, this pursuit player, Donovan, I want you to watch him. This guy makes an absolute business decision. Watch him. When he gets close to you, he slows down. Take a look at him. He slows down. And now he speeds back up once he realizes you're about to run away from him, okay? That's an absolute business decision, all right? Let's go on to the next one. Back into a regular tailback position. Okay, I love this, right? What is it about you as a physical football player, right? You like to smack too, right?
I do.
All right, let's see what you do right here. Putting the head down, boom. All right, and then it wasn't just a shoulder pop, right? You re-engaged, put the hands back on him, and drove him into the turf, man.
Yeah, I had to because like I knew he was off balance and all that, so it's like I'm about to make my highlight tape look real good off of this one.
Stepping over too high, stepping over a dead body on the field. Man, you're rarely in that position though, right?